Welcome, guys, to Ask Hypnotica 87. I know it's been a while, but relax. I have not deserted you. I've been busy with a lot of projects, and I had to go in for some major operations. That's right. I had to get a reconstructive ACL and a deviated septum, which was fixed. Deviated septum basically means I can't breathe through my nose, which is not good for your IQ. Matter of fact, those that are mouth breathers actually have a lower IQ, and there's a lot of health problems that go with it. I figured I was worth it enough to go get that fixed. And my knee, which got blown out, is the second ACL reconstruction that I had because I did something that I probably shouldn't have been doing a long time ago. Give you a quick little story. So, about 10 years ago, I was head of security at a strip club, and there was this like 300-pound guy, and he was being an asshole. And so I put my bouncers up there. I'm always the last resort because I can handle business, so I like to train the younger guys. So I said, hey, go up there and, deal with that guy. Well, this guy was a prick. And he went through bouncer after bouncer, kept on pissing him off. And one of the little tricks that I do is I want to take a person's anger and diffuse it. So I'd let him get angry. I'd tap the guy, hey, go take over. It's getting heated up. And I'd let the other bouncer go over there. Finally, I decided, okay, this guy needs a professional opinion. So I went over there and, I got things under control. And I had it going out, and I had a real dickhead district manager. And real prick, okay? And so I had this guy ready to go out, 300 pounds, angry guy. And as soon as I was like getting ready to walk him out, the guy come by and goes, yeah, get the fuck out of my club. Not too smart. Guy got fucking pissed, ended up pushing me. I went back across the bar, came under and decided some really weird reason. I thought it might be good. I had this flash moment in my mind. It was like I was the hero of my own brain, that I would like swoop him up and carry him out over my shoulder. And that's what I did. Swooped down, carried him out, and I was like walking about the club like this, and all of a sudden someone pushed him all the way, transferred with all that weight, blew my knee out. So here I am, 10 years later, on my second ACL. So goes to show you, don't do stupid shit, okay? Even though in your mind you're thinking, hey, I'm a rock star. But the reason that we're here today, okay, is we're going to break a new paradigm. And the paradigm is you don't have to get out of shape if you have an operation. So many people do the easy thing. They're like, I'm hurt. I'm going to lay in bed. I'm going to eat ice cream, and I'm going to eat cheeseburgers, and I'm going to just be lazy. Well, maybe in the old paradigm, but not in my paradigm, okay? Because I decided that's not going to happen, okay? I'm going to do things a different way. With all the stuff that I know about health, I'm going to put it to the test. And that's exactly what I did. Proof's in the pudding, my friends. Now, one of the things you may or may not know, okay, is that when you eat, 60% of the energy goes to digestion. So I had the operation, and I'm laying there. Well, do you think I want 60% of the energy going to digest compared to go to healing? I don't think so, okay? Now, I don't know if you've looked it up on the internet, but there's a thing called autophagy. And what that means is if your body's going into like a starvation mode, it's like a slight stress on the brain, and the body says, hey, you know what? We need to pick things up a little bit here. So what does it do? Okay, what it does is it basically, when you go into that starvation mode, slight stressor state, your body, instead of starving, well, what it does is it goes after the sick cells, the weak cells, the dying cells, the cells that aren't doing dick, the cells that are just being lazy or just not working properly. What it does is it goes in there, it grabs the cells, in the cell, there's a thing called lyceum, which is enzymes, and it basically takes the old cells, breaks them down, puts them in the lyceum, breaks it down into basically new, better parts to build new, better cells from. Okay, look it up. I'm not going to go into it. I can maybe do another exercise or ask Hypnotica about autophagy, but you should look up it because it's very, very awesome. As a matter of fact, when I went and I did a lot of stuff, my herbs, and I didn't eat because I wanted all that energy to go to healing. When I went to my doctor, for my 2-week checkup, he was amazed. He looked at the knee. There was no bruising. He's like, this is the most amazing knee that I have ever seen in 30 years. What are you doing? Okay. So this actually works. But the point that I'm really trying to make here is you don't have to get out of shape if you're laid up. Okay. Very important point. Now, I'm going to show you something. Now, I didn't take a photo before, but like, a couple weeks before I re-injured my knee, I was doing, check this out, I was doing some kick-ass. I was on the Stairmaster, just walking. I wasn't even doing shit. And I got off and my knee was like clink. I was like, oh, I mean, give me a good story at least to re-injure my knee. But it got me to the point where I'm like, you know what, I have to handle this and I have to get it done now. So I didn't take a photo. I just didn't do that. But I'm going to show you here. Here's a clip, okay? Like that week, the same week that I went in, okay, I was performing at this Comedy Palace down in Claremont Mesa in San Diego with a great teacher who taught me how to do some stuff named Zach Miller. There you go, Zach. How's that? Okay, good for promotion. Anyways, you can kind of tell from this picture, I was 225, okay? Because I injured myself and then I got a little I got lazy a little bit. I didn't go to the gym, and I ate way too much, doing things that I shouldn't be doing, thinking I'm going to my operation, I might as well just chill. So this is me, and if you want to go to the video, I'll put maybe a link below, and you can actually watch my comedy act. It's called Poop Man, all right? But you can see on stage, I put on some weight. So the operation came in, it was on. I made up my mind. I said, we're going into autophagy. We're going to fast because fasting really is the body's fastest way to heal. And no, you don't have to worry about starving because it's going to take from the old screwed up cells, regenerate them, and refurbish them into something even better. Okay. And once you go to about, 16 hours, you start burning ketones, which is fat. So like I said, you're laying there, you're not expending that energy you don't need to eat. Got to make up your mind for this. For the big boys out there, all right? So here is the photo of me on stage. You can see a little belly there, okay? And this is me 4 weeks later. This is actually today. I took this photo. The proof's in the pudding, okay? Check that out. Lost the weight, feel good, healing properly and amazingly. And I did a lot of stupid things on the knee I shouldn't have been doing. I was climbing ladders and stuff. Actually, the ladder actually fell out. This was like 3 days ago. Shouldn't have been doing this. Ladder went out from underneath me. Thank God I'm like a cat. Came down on my right leg, saved my knee, but it scared the shit out of me. So here are some tips. I'm going to give you some tips. First of all, if you've been going to the gym, I absolutely believe that you want to keep that habit going because if you've worked out and you've stopped for a couple of weeks, it's hard to get back into the gym. You want to keep the neural network active, okay? Because it's going to be a lot easier to go to the gym. In fact, you could just walk to the gym, or maybe it hurt, but you could just get to the gym, go in, okay, and leave. And that's going to be a lot better than not going at all because you're breaking old habits, but you're continuing a new habit. But this is what I did because I wanted my body to be healthy and to be healing. So during these last 4 weeks, I don't want to spend the energy on rebuilding my muscles and breaking down and doing a lot of heavy work and a lot of sets because it breaks down the muscle tissue and then you have to repair it. So what did I do? I basically went into the gym and I basically worked out like my chest. I did 3 sets. Okay, worked out my arms, 3 sets. 3 sets on my shoulders, just to basically tell my muscles, hey, I'm not giving up on you guys. And you know what? If you've been working out for a while, your body is going to maintain it. And that's exactly what I did. Just enough to stimulate it, but not going to the thing where I'm breaking it down, okay? Just going in there. And I felt better, okay? I kept my habit up. It was a lot easier. And it was actually probably good for my body to do that because it got a little bit of a break. And I was doing a lot lighter sets. A lot lighter because when I got my deviated septum fixed from too many elbows in the nose, once it's done and you got all the stuff going, you can't put heavy pressure because if you're like, you'll blow it out from the nose pressure and you'll start bleeding. So I was going light. But here I am, better shape. Okay, I went from 225 down to 200 pounds currently of where I'm at. And I might drop another 5 pounds just to get shredded because it's summertime. All right. So it's something for you to think about. Okay. I'm taking that old excuse of I'm going to be lazy, throwing it out the window. If you're a man, you're going to man up. Okay. I'm telling you a better way. There's no going back. There's none of that shit. Okay. That excuse is gone, obsolete. Bye-bye. Okay. Because I'm going to call you out if you do that. And you can call other people out too, because it doesn't have to be that way. Now, when I was in the gym, like I said, I can't do cardio, okay, as far as my lower legs. I just don't have that mobility. I don't have that flexibility yet. Still got a little swell going. But they have this machine where it's like you pedal a bike, but you do it with your shoulders, okay? And that really worked, and it was nice because it adjusts, and I could like do these things and do it backwards, and I could lower it, and I could do triceps. It got the cardio up. The main thing is keep your body in shape, because it's going to be so much easier to stay in the gym, to get in the gym, to go back. And I'm going to say it one more time. Listen, if you work out, actually, I probably don't have to say this because you guys that have worked out probably have been through a little phase like this where you just stopped going. Then you had to go back. It was hard, grueling, you were sore. And if you haven't ever worked out, sucks to be you, because there's lots of benefits to working out as well. Maybe that'll be another video. But the main thing I wanted to do is, A, keep this habit up, because I got out of that habit. And it was kind of hard to get back here as well. It's kind of the same concept, but a little differently. I should have done some, but I didn't. But bottom line is this. From now on, if you get injured, get to the gym no matter what. Sit there, go on the mat, make sure that you're in that environment. Keep that neurosynapse firing. And with that, hey, soon, also, I'm going to be in lean, mean fighting machine, because I'm at that point in life at age 46 to put the pedal to the metal. So if you're out there and you're one of those young guys, you better keep up, because this old man is kicking ass. I'll talk to you soon. This is Ask Hypnotica 87. Adios.